Jai Hind everyone. Myself Mani Dublish, Assistant Professor in Ajay Kumar Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So today I'm going to cover the topic of types of AI, which is in the part of artificial intelligence and a very important subject topic as per your semester examination. So what I'm going to cover in this introduction of to artificial intelligence and foundation of AI and its application, and main focus in this lecture I would cover the agent and its type. So basically types of AI are basically AI can be divided in various types. So mainly two types of AI, mainly two types of main categories which are based on the capability and based on the functionality of AI. So this is the flow diagram of AI in which I will explain the types and of AI. So artificial intelligence can be broadly categorized in two types. First one is type 1 and type 2. So in type 1, we have narrow AI, general AI, and strong AI. And in type 2, we have reactive machine, limited memory, and theory of mind and its self-awareness. So based on type 1, so AI is type 1 is based on the capabilities. So first one is the type AI, or we can say this is the narrow AI. So narrow AI is a type of AI which is able to perform a dedicated task with the intelligence. So the most important common currently available AI in this right now in this world is narrow AI in the field of artificial intelligence. So narrow AI cannot perform beyond its field or limitation, as it is only trained for one specific task. So hence it is also termed as a weak AI. So narrow AI can fail in, we can say, in unpredictable ways if it has gone beyond its limits. So the most common example, we can say the Apple Siri is a good of example of narrow AI, but it operates with a limited predefined range of the function. Also, IBM Watson supercomputer also come under the category of narrow AI. Uh, as it uses an expert system approach combined with machine learning and natural language process. Also, some example we have of narrow AI playing chess, purchasing suggestion on e-commerce website, self-driving car, speech recognition, and also image recognition. So these are also the various example of VKI which we generally used right now in common days. So next part is the general AI. So general AI is a type of intelligence which could perform any intellectual task without the efficiency of like a human. So the idea behind the general AI is to make such a system which could be smarter and think like a human by its own. So currently we can say there is no such system exists which could come under the category of general AI and can perform any task as perfect as a human. So the worldwide researchers basically are now focused on developing machine with general AI. So as system with general AI are still under research, and it will take lots of effort and time to develop such system. Now, the third part is the super AI. So, super AI is a level of intelligence of system at which machines could surpass human intelligence and can perform any task better than human with cognitive properties. So, it is an outcome of general AI. Some key characteristic of strong AI include the ability to think, to reason, to solve the puzzle, make judgment, plan, learn, and communicate by its own. So, super AI is still a hypothetical concept of artificial intelligence. Development of such a system in real is still worth challenging tasks. So, the flow diagram, if we say, the first one is narrow AI, which is dedicated for only the one task, and general AI the means perform like a human, and the super AI intelligent than the human. So it is only in the hypothetical concept, as I told you earlier, super AI. So right now we are in narrow AI position. So based on the type 2, AI is divided into based on the functionality which come under the category of type 2. So first one is the reactive machine. So reactive machine reactive machine are the most basic type of AI. Such as AI system do not store memories or past experience for future actions. Uh, So these machines only focus on current scenarios and react it is as per based action. The IBM Deep Blue system, or supercomputer developed by IBM specifically for playing chess, is an example of reactive machine, or Google AlphaGo is also an example of reactive machine. Next one is a limited memory. So limited memory machine can store past experience or some data for a short period of time. So these machine can use stored data for a limited time period only. And self-driving car are one of the best example of limited memory system. So these can store recent speed of nearby cars, the distance of other car, speed limit, and the information to navigate the route. Next one is the theory of mind. So theory of mind, AI should understand the human emotion, pupil belief, and be able to interact socially like human. So this type of AI machine are still not developed, but researchers are making lots of efforts and improvement for developing such AI machine. Next one is self-awareness. So self-awareness is the AI is the future of AI, artificial intelligence. So these machines will be super intelligent and will have their own consciousness, sentiments, and self-awareness. So these machines will be smarter than human mind. And self-awareness AI does not exist in reality still, and it again it's a hypothetical concept. Now the main topic is agent in artificial intelligence. So the question arises first, uh, what is agent? So an AI system can be defined as the study of rational agent and its environment. So the agent sense the environment through sensor and act on environment through actuator. So an AI agent can have mental properties like knowledge, belief, and intention, etc. Now, technically, what is agent means? An agent can be anything that perceives its environment through sensor and act upon that environment through actuator. So an agent runs in the cycle of perceiving, thinking, and acting. So an agent can be human agent, it can be robotic agent, and it can also be a software agent. So human agent has eyes, ear, and other organ which work for sensor, and hence lacks vocal tract work for the actuator. So these are the hands, legs, these are work for the actuator, and its eyes, ears, and other organs work as a sensor. And the robotic agent, so a robotic agent can have cameras, infrared range finder, NLP for sensor, and various motors for actuator. Software agent have can have keystrokes, file content, and these are the sensory input, and act on those input and display output on the screen. So the we can say the world around us is full of agents such as thermostat, cell phone, cameras, and even we human are also agents. So before moving forward, first I would like to know you about what is sensor, effectators, and actuator. So what is sensor? Sensor basically is a device which detects the change in the environment and sends the information to other electronic device. An agent observe its environment through sensor, and actuator. So actuator are the component of machine that converts energy into motion. So the actuator are only responsible for moving and controlling a system. An actuator can be an electronic motor, gears, rails, etc. Effectator means effectator are the devices which affect the environment. Effectors can be legs, arm, finger, wings, fins, and its display screen. So this is the flow diagram. We have environment, sensor, एक्शंस परसीव करता है आपके environment से, and then percept करके again sensor के पास, and these ये दोनों आपके connected होके क्या बन रहे हैं आपके effectors. So the type one is we have intelligent agent. So an intelligent agent is basically an autonomous entity which act upon an environment using sensor and actuator for achieving goals. So an intelligent agent may learn from the environment to achieve their goals, and we can say thermostat is an example of intelligent agent. So we have basically four rules for an AI agent. The rule one is an AI agent must have the ability to perceive the environment, and rule 2, the observation must be used to make decision, and the decision should whatever we take decision, it should be the result in an action, and the action take by an AI agent must be a rational action. So these are the basically rules, uh, four rules which we perform in when we make an AI agent. Now a rational agent. So a rational agent is an agent which has clear preference, and model uncertainty, and acts in a way to maximize its performance measure with all possible actions. So a rational agent is said to perform the right things. Is AI is about creating rational agent to use for game theory and decision theory for various real world scenarios. So a rational agent in AI, we can say, is very similar to the intelligent agent. Now the question arises, what is rationality? So the rationality of an agent is measured by its performance measure, and rationality can be judged on the basis of following points. First one is the performance measure. So performance measure which define the success criteria and the agent prior knowledge of its environment and best possible action that any agent can perform and the sequence of its percept. So rationality we can say rationality differs from omniscience because an omniscient agent knows the actual outcome of its action and act accordingly, which is not possible in reality. Now the structure of an AI agent. So the task of AI is to design an agent program which implement the agent action. The structure of an intelligent agent is a combination of architecture and agent program. It can be viewed as agent is equals to architecture plus agent program. So the following are the main three terms involved in the structure of an AI agent. First one is architecture, second one is agent function, and third one is the agent program. Now what is architecture? So architecture is machinery that an AI agent execute on, and agent function is used to map a percept to an action, and agent program is an implementation of agent function, and agent program physical architecture to produce function representation. Now we have four things by which we can perform the uh, we can check the performance measure of any objective. So first thing is, fourth criteria we have peace. For peace is tends to performance measure, E tends to environment, A tends to actuator, and S tends to its sensor. So it's here performance measure is the objective for the success of an agent behavior. Now I'm going to tell you the piece for any self-driving car. So what would be the in self-driving car? I would tell you what would be the its performance measure, its environment, and its actuator, what are the sensor. So performance if we talk about in self-driving car, what will be the performance? It's the safety, time, legal drive, comfort, environment, road, other vehicles, road signs. These will come under the category of performance. And the sensor, in the term of sensor, the camera, GPS, speed meter, accelerator, sonar, these will come under the category of sensor. So if I have taken some example in which I would like to tell you the how can we predict the performance, its environment, and actuator and sensor. So firstly I have taken the example of medical diagnose. So if suppose I have created a agent of medical diagnose in which I have to find out how can we find out the performance. So in this category we have healthy patient, minimize cost. These will come under the category of measurement, and the environment would be the patient, its hospital, staff, and actuator would be the test, treatment, and sensor would be the keyword, entity, symptom. These will come under the category of sensor if we talk about the medical diagnosed agent. And the next one is clear vacuum cleaner. So the vacuum cleaner performance measure will be cleanliness, efficiency, its battery life, security, and environment would be room, table, wood, floor, carpet, and various obstacle where we can use the vacuum cleaner. And actuator would be the wheels, brushes, vacuum actuator. These would come and this would be the actuator of any vacuum cleaner. And the sensor would be camera, bump sensor, cliff sensor, and dirt detection sensor. So these will come under the category of sensors if we talk about the vacuum cleaner. Now third one, I have taken example of part picking robot. So performance measure, how can we measure the performance measure in part picking robot? By the percentage of parts is correct bins, and the environment would be conveyor belt with parts bins, and the actuator would be joint arms, hands, and sensor would be camera, joint, angle, sense. These are would be the sensor. Now the types of agent. So an agent can be grouped into 5 classes based on the degree of perceived intelligence and capability. So all these agents can improve their performance and generate better action over the time. So we have basically 5 types of agent. First one is simple reflex agent, model based reflex agent, goal, and utility and learning agent. Now what is the simple reflex agent? So the simple reflex agent are the simple agents. These agents take decision on the basis of current percept and ignore the rest of the percept history. So these are basically the fully observable environment. So problem with the simple reflex agent are they have limited intelligence, and they don't have knowledge of known perceptual part of the current state. Now model based reflex agent. So the model based agent can work in partially observable environment and track the situation. In model based agent we have two important factors. First one is model and second one is internal state. So what is model? It is a knowledge about how things happen in the world, and internal state means it is a representation of current state based on percept theory. So these agents have the model which is knowledge of the world, and based on the model they perform action. And updating the agent state requires information about the how the world evolves and how agent action affect the world. Now the goal based agent. So the knowledge of the current state environment is not always sufficient to decide for an agent to what to do, and the agent needs to know its goal, which describe desirable situation. And goal based agent explain the capabilities of model based agent by the having the goal information. So they choose an action so that they can achieve the goal. Basically these agents may have to consider a long sequence of possible actions before uh, deciding whether the goal is achieved or not. So such consideration of different scenario are called the searching and planning, which makes an agent proactive. So this is the flow diagram of goal-based agent. First we have state, how to the world evolve, and what my actions do, and this is directly correlated to the what the world is like now and what it will be the action. And sensor percept the takes the perception by the environment, and actuator take the action in the environment. Last utility based agent. So the these agents are similar to the goal based agent but provide an extra component of utility measurement which makes them different by providing a measure of success at a given stage. So the utility based agent act based on not only goals but also the best way to achieve the goal. So the utility based agent is useful when there are multiple possible alternatives and agent has to choose in order to perform the best action. So the utility function maps each state to a real number to check how effectively each action achieve the goal. Uh, this is the flow diagram of utility based agent. We have again the state and how the world evolve and what my actions do. This is directly related to the what the world is like now and what it will be like if I do an action A. Utility perform how happy I will be in such a state, and we have agent, actuator, sensor percept by the environment, and actuator take the data perform the action in the environment. Last but not least, we have learning agent. So a learning agent in AI is a type of agent which can learn from its past experience, or it has learning capabilities. Again, it is tasked to act with basic knowledge and then able to act and adapt automatically through learning. So a learning agent has mainly 4 conceptual components, which are learning element, critic, performance element, and problem generator. So the learning element, it is responsible for making improvement by learning from environment. Learning element takes feedback from critic. We describe that how will the agent it's doing with respect to a fixed performance standard, and the performance element it is responsible for selecting external action. And problem generator, this component is responsible for suggesting action that will lead to new and informative experience. So hence learning agent are able to learn, analyze, perform, and look for new ways to the performance. So this is the flow diagram of learning agent. Uh, So for today lecture, that's enough from my side.